The words hit me like a cold slap across the face. My mom laughed, her voice sharp, almost rehearsed. "You'll never own a house like your sister." And my sister, smirk fixed, eyes gleaming with condescension, added, "She'll be broke soon enough." I forced a smile, nodding politely, hiding the rage twisting inside me. Every fiber of my being wanted to yell, to defend myself, to remind them of everything I'd accomplished quietly, patiently. But I didn't. I had learned long ago that anger only feeds their amusement. I left the room with my head held high, but the words echoed in the silence that followed. Late that night, I sat in my small apartment, the one I had worked tirelessly to afford, the paint still fresh on the walls, imagining how easy it would be for them to dismiss my struggles, my achievements, my life. I traced the cracks on the ceiling and whispered to myself that one day, they would see the truth, and it wouldn't be loud or flashy, it would be undeniable. The next morning I began cataloging. Every conversation, every sneer, every careless comment that revealed their assumptions about me. I took note of their favorite manipulations, the subtle comparisons, the teasing, the silent glares. My sister always knew how to frame her success as an attack, her smirk as proof of superiority. My mom had perfected the art of dismissive laughter, the kind that made you doubt your own accomplishments. And I realized, if I wanted respect, if I wanted them to understand, I couldn't rely on words alone. I had to let actions speak louder than any insult or derision they could muster. It wasn't about revenge, not exactly. It was about exposure. About demonstrating quietly, without shouting, that life has a way of balancing itself, and that wealth, security, and dignity weren't measured by what they could sneer at, but by what I could silently build for myself. Months passed, each day a careful step toward reclaiming what they had tried to belittle. I poured myself into my work, every project, every deal, every late night a brick in the foundation I was quietly building. While they flaunted their wealth, their effortless airs of superiority, I was constructing a life that no smirk or laugh could diminish. My sister boasted about her luxury car, the expensive vacations, the flawless parties, but I knew her empire was built on appearances, fragile and easily toppled. One evening an opportunity presented itself. A property listing, perfect for my ambitions, came across my desk. It wasn't just any house, it was the kind of home that drew envious eyes, the kind that made whispers travel. My mind raced. I had the means, the timing, the strategy. And unlike them, I had patience. I moved deliberately, making inquiries, negotiating quietly, never letting a hint of my plan leak. Every call I made, every contract I signed, every decision I finalized was a silent rebuttal to their laughter and smirks. The day I finally signed the papers, I didn't call my mom. I didn't call my sister. I didn't post on social media. I simply stood in the empty rooms, the sunlight streaming through the windows, imagining the day they would walk in and realize the truth. That the little apartment they had mocked, the late nights, the relentless effort, they had underestimated the quiet resilience that never needed applause. And then came the moment that made everything worthwhile. I received the first message from my sister, casual, seemingly innocent. "Congrats on your new place, didn't expect you'd manage it." I smiled, reading between the lines, knowing the full weight of what she couldn't yet admit. She was still laughing at the surface, still trying to assert dominance, unaware that beneath it all, the balance had quietly shifted. The next family gathering arrived, and I walked in carrying nothing but myself and the quiet confidence that comes from knowing the truth. My mom opened her mouth to laugh, my sister's smirk already forming, but the words died in their throats when they noticed the envelope in my hand. Inside, documents proving my ownership of the house, the bank confirmations, every detail meticulously prepared. No yelling, no grand announcements, just undeniable proof of everything I had built while they mocked me. Their faces drained of color, smiles faltered, and laughter vanished. I didn't gloat. I didn't taunt. I simply said softly, "You doubted me. You mocked my efforts. And here it is." The room fell silent, a heavy weight pressing down where arrogance had once ruled. My sister's smirk faltered into disbelief, my mom's laughter replaced with awkward hesitation. For the first time they realized that life doesn't reward sneers or mockery, it rewards persistence, patience, and quiet determination. I left that gathering with the satisfaction that comes not from revenge, but from victory measured in dignity. They had tried to define me, to limit my worth, but I had rewritten the story quietly, deliberately, and irrevocably. And while they would always remember their laughter, I would always remember the calm triumph of proving that true success isn't inherited, it's earned.